You started the, quote, take our children to the park and leave them there day. It just makes me anxious saying that. Tell me about that.
Just saying it. Well, actually, the holiday was this past Saturday, and the idea is that a lot of times when I want my sons to go outside, they'll look outside and they'll say, Mom, nobody's there, and they'll slump back into their chair and go back to some kind of electronics. But I have a feeling that there's kids across the street who are looking out their windows and also saying, Mom, there's nobody there. I wanted to start a day when all children meet at their local parks, and if they're old enough, if they're young kids, if they're, up to age 7, we would supervise them. But age 8, 9, 10, we leave them there to play with each other, to do that old-fashioned thing that we used to do, which is just hang out with friends and get a ball or get a jump rope. And I was hoping that by having all the kids together in the park on that day at that time, that the next day they would just go and do it automatically the way we used to do. I think that that's something great for kids, to have to come up with something to do, to problem solve. I want to play baseball. You want to play soccer. Are we going to compromise? To have fun. Actually, I hate to talk about studies all the time because I don't think parenting needs studies, but studies do show that when kids are on their own playing together, they actually get more exercise. It's better for them than when their parents are with them saying, honey, do you need help? Oh, was he bothering you? Can I catch you a grape? Can I peel the grape for you? It's really great for children when they're on their own.
So what if something happens?
Where do they go?
What if something happens, which is bound to happen?
Right.
And also, I'm sorry, but I can't be the only person that thinks it's insane to leave a 7-year-old out at the park with no supervision. I mean, you're saying there's a group of kids, but you're saying as young as 7 years old, which is barely the age of reason. That's you're right there at the age of reason.
Yeah.
So what if something happens? What if somebody falls and breaks their arm? And there's no parent and no adult around.
Right. A couple of things. First of all, I chose the age of 7 because that's the age that around the world most parents send their children to school on their own, whether by public transportation or walking. If you go to most of, Europe, Asia, Africa, it's age 7, which parents think is an okay age for kids to start heading out on their own. We always tend to think of what I call worst first thinking, rather than thinking of kids playing or coming up with a hide-and-go-seek game or getting some exercise and some fresh air and some memories, some happy childhood memories like we have. We immediately go to, what if somebody breaks an arm? Well, if there's another kid there, that kid calls for help. Generally, somebody has a cell phone these days when they're out there.